lake on Lake Park, on Lake Tangapahoah. Ken Graham joins us from the National Weather Service in New Orleans with the latest on the situation. And Ken, thanks for your time. Can you tell us about the situation here? Is there a breach in the dam?
Yeah, Jen, we were told by Mississippi Emergency Management and Louisiana Emergency Management that we were told there's a 100-foot breach in this earthen dam. So the problem is, being earthen, you can start seeing erosion from there. So we've been told there's a breach, so we wanted to get the information out. We've issued a civil emergency message, so people in Osaka, Mississippi, Kentwood, Louisiana, low-lying ground need to evacuate immediately. A mandatory evacuation has been ordered.
And how would folks really know that they're inside of that actual warning? Is it just basically in those towns? I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to tell where the basin actually empties with this.
Well, you know how we phrased it when we typed up the civil emergency message, and I think this is what people need to realize. Don't panic if you're in Kentwood. This is the deal. We're predicting it's 17.0 feet, and it takes 90 minutes from the water to get from the dam down to Kentwood. And in 1983, the river got to 17.2. That was on April 6, 1983. January 25th, 1990, the water level went to 17.5. So the critical message here, the people along the Tangapahoah River near Kentwood that were impacted in 1983 and 1990, those are the people that need to get out.
Oh, that's some very good information. And kind of curious also, Mr. Graham, if there's anything else you want to let other folks know in and around the area. I know your office covers a pretty large area here.
Yeah, you know, our hearts go to the folks over in Jackson County, Mississippi. They got a whole lot of rain, a lot of flooding in the Pascagoula area over there, and they've had a lot of tornado damage. At one point last night, they were getting a tornado every 20 minutes to a half hour associated with those bands, so I know we have a lot of damage there. And the other thing is, as soon as those south winds, as soon as those southeast winds begin to diminish, we think they'll come down from the 20 we're getting now down to maybe 10 to 15 tonight. That's when we can get all the water out of Lake Pontchartrain. The water's falling on the west end of the lake, flowing through the Wrigley's. So it's interesting, when the water falls in the west, the water rises in Slidell, and it rises around Lakefront Airport and the Wrigley's. That's because it's draining. It's interesting to see how Lake Pontchartrain can actually slosh, basically. So once the winds subside, we'll get the water through. We'll start seeing the water start to recede in Slidell, except for areas where your bowl, that will have to be pumped out.
Now, with Lake Pontchartrain, I heard a very good analogy earlier.